Body DJ Styles here. I know it's late. I'm coming on late. Um, Hold on, I'm canceling. Okay. I've got some stuff I was shutting down on my computer. I've been busting butt. So, um, anyway, I've been cleaning up. I've got a lot of stuff already up on these shelves. I've been working in the studio like crazy. Believe it or not, this is kind of clean right now. I just have to put these things away in their proper place over here, over on this side. I'm going to cut up my rags. I've got my heads. I got rid of the ones that I'm not keeping, and I'm going to put the new heads, or the heads that I am keeping, my masters. I'll be putting them on. I was going to do some sculpting live, but I got to get this room done. I put some props inside my case here, my stand underneath. I've got my lights on so I can see real good. I cleared off my treadmill. Hey, we're going to actually get in shape again. I'm going to start using that for the rest of this winter, over this fall and winter. I'm definitely going to be using the treadmill a lot more. Got to get these legs moving. So hopefully that'll make me feel a lot better. Get a little bit more mobility in my legs. So that's the plan. The treadmill is up and running. I've got work to do. I'm still working in here. Just trying to get done. Trying to get it finished, guys. It's a lot of work. Oh, I put my air compressor, my little air compressor is going to be up here for spray painting. I'm probably going to come up with a ventilating system. I'm going to make one of those vent boxes for spray paint, and I'll use it on the table whenever I'm spray painting. I'll be hairing my masks. I'll be doing all kinds of stuff here. That's my plan. I'll be working over here. I want to work here to do my, like, let me see. This will be the sculpting area, and then over here will be the paint, hair. That's the plan. I'm going to work. That's how I'm going to work. Over here, I'll probably have some, like, the props, whatever I'm following, like whatever I'm going to copy or whatever I'm using for references. I'm going to put over there. I got all the tools, all the latex stuff's all up in this area. Everything that I deal with that's in latex. The latex paints, they're all up here. The acrylics and inks, they're all going to be over there. The hair's all up in here. I got all the hair up in the bins. I got the hair products over in this bin. When I'm hairing and I'm painting with acrylics and weathering and that sort of stuff, that's going to be done on this table. I don't want to be anywhere else in the house. I don't want. Oh, that's my blending board. I'll be blending hair on here too, especially the leftover stuff. You see those bags up at the very top? That's from when I clean out, or when I'm brushing out all the hair. The leftover hair that comes off the masks, I put up in those bags, and I'll reblend them on the board and reuse the hair. Little time consuming, but it's still worth it because you end up reusing everything that you have, and that's a good thing. You want to be able to reuse all your hair, for sure. So nobody's joining me here. Anybody on? Anybody there? Say hello. Yeah, it's so I've been working hard the last couple of days in here, organizing and trying to get everything. I got my treadmill cleared out. I'm gonna get that whole area cleaned up real good. All those records are staying down here. They're all my classics. I had to empty out 10 bins of records so far just to clear out this section of shelving. I'm going to buy another 10 crates and maybe 11 crates and empty out the rest of this. What's up, Bo Norton? Um, yeah, I haven't been on because I'm waiting for the master copy to shrink up just a little bit more. See, this is the Latex Master, and that's shrunk up completely. That's the original from that urethane Master, which is an exact same size as the clay sculpture because urethane doesn't shrink. But once I make a copy of that, then the latex pool that's inside that mold shrinks up another 2 inches, and you end up with a mask that size. And I foam film it. Well, I'm waiting for my other resculpt from this to shrink up just another day or two, and then I'm going to make the small version of the 78 retool. And right now, I'm working on doing the 2018 aged. Let me see if I can zoom in so you can see the cracks and stuff that I've been working on the eyes. Yeah, I got some work done on it, but not a lot, and I still want to reshape the lips just a little bit more. I got to drop them upper lip down just a little bit more, just to get an accurate look. But yeah, there's still a lot to do on this sculpture here. And as soon as I get that done, I'm going to mold that right away and move on to the Kills mask. And I'll have that done by the end of the month too, because I'm not playing around. I got to get this stuff done. I want to get done. I've been trying to get this room really cleaned up. Now, I only have a little bit of stuff on here. This is all like the foam. Hold on, let me back out, zoom out. Yeah, the stuff that's on this table here is just most of it's going to go back up into the cabinets. And they all have a place. That all has a place. This is just that plastic bubble wrap here. I got to take that off of there. And there's some foam. There's stuff that just, it's nothing. It's no big deal. It's not a lot of stuff on there. It just looks like it's cluttered. I threw everything that was on the floor up onto the tabletop so I can get everything. So this way I know what needs to be moved. Now, right here, all that's on there, believe it or not, is that head and a bunch of rags. I have a bunch of sheets that I want to cut up and some cotton old t-shirts. I want to cut them up into pieces. I'm going to do that in a few minutes and put them in my rag bag. I got a rag bag somewhere. Oh, it's right over here. Yep. So I cleared out this whole area. This is where all the hair was sitting. The hair was sitting in that corner there, and I had all those bags of hair from this whole thing. I mean, there's like 15 bags of hair, and this is the leftover hair that's up here that gets taken off the mask when I comb it out. I never throw it away, and by keeping that hair, you buy yourself a blending board. Well, I made this blending board. You buy this rubber blending board. That's like $78, just that rubber thing right there that has the wire in it. And I'll show it to you. I'll get close to it. The blending board is to reblend the hair so you can, reuse the hair. Otherwise it gets real felted. See the wire? You brush that into there and you bring it to the whole length, and it's about 12 inches, 12-inch square. And that's what this is, this little. And what you do is you put the hair inside of here, and you brush it into the blending board, and it allows you. And I can blend different types of hair together with that, so it's really cool. So I'm going to be putting my heads back up on the new heads back up here. These are my old copies. I'm not keeping them because that's one thing I won't do is keep something that I'm never going to make. I will not produce something that I'm not real happy with. So I'm trying to perfect the Michael Myers masks, and I'm pretty good with this one here. I like this. This is the one master copy that I got done, and that I can make molds from. I have to clean that up a little bit. It's still got a little bit of chalk on it from the actual the Ultra Cal 30. Still on the mask a little bit, but I haven't seen this wall in a while because there was so much stuff in front of it. I got to take that wood out front. I need that piece out there. These are my shipping boxes. I got to get that out of there. And these are my lights, and I got a fog machine. I got another fog machine, a big one, that's out in my truck. I got to go get that and bring that back in here. But my treadmill works again. It's a Bowflex, and I'm not going to go on it because I already did. But I'll show you. It's simple. You just turn the power on, and I can do quick start, stop. I have my speeds here, and then just hit the play button, start. And it's starting. Just got to get my feet out of the way. This thing boogies. The other thing that this is actually a very nice treadmill. It actually does your heart rate by keeping your hand here. It also elevates. This is one of those kinds that elevate and everything. And I got a nice little fan right here. Oh yeah. Old man's going to get back in shape. Yeah, I got to get back in shape. I got to try and get a little bit more mobility in me for the upcoming winter, and I really want to do a lot of work, and you got to be in shape to do it. That's just it. I'm just, look, I'm an ex-athlete, so I know what I got to do. I used to play semi-pro football, and I was a swimmer for half of my life. So, how's the H40 coming? Well, it's here it is. I'm still working on it. Now it looks deformed because I'm so close with the camera. Camera draws out the actual look of the sculpture. The further away you get, the more normal the head looks. It's weird. You get about 6 feet away, and then you zoom. That's the proper way to, with these new cameras, like I got the iPhone 11 Plus Pro or whatever the hell it's called. And you can't go real close to it, because if I go real close to the picture, if I go real close to this, look how narrow his head gets. This is an old trick. See how distorted the face starts to look? Well, that's what happens with these 4K cameras and stuff. You got to make sure you're about 6 feet away, all right? And then zoom. Then you're getting the actual shape. You can see the actual. We got some bad weather coming. You can see it's going to be H20. Or H40. H40 is going to be awesome. I'm going to fix the lips a little bit better to make it look exactly like the flashback mask, because I really like those lips on the flashback. So, and I've seen a couple things that I need to fix. So we are going to do that. I was going to sculpt this tonight, but I got so busy in here cleaning up my bench tops, and I'm trying to really get everything really clean. And this will be the paint and hair section. I'll be working on painting and hairing on the mask on this table here. And this here is all the rags. I gotta cut these up tonight. I'm gonna do that right now as soon as I get done. Cut them up and put them in my rag bag. I got a rag bag over there and I use that for painting as well. But I ended up putting up a lot of stuff. Hold on. I put all the stuff back up on the shelves. I got my spray paint over there. I got my latex. That's my new white. That's the white latex. There's some gray latex, mask latex. Still got some white, and I got some different colors. I got to make some more flesh tone. This flesh tone, I got to make some more of that. But I've been busy, and that's why I haven't been on to sculpt and finish this guy up. I want to get this guy all finished in the next couple of days. So I'm really going to be working hard on this guy because I want to get it done. I want to be I got the month of August and up until about the middle of September. I want this done and the kills done by the time middle of September. If I have those molds done and I can put this mask in production, that'll be sweet. So it's on the table over here. Yeah, I have an H40 painted. I overhauled. It's not bad. It's not great. It's okay. I mean, I overhauled that before overhauling. If you look at my videos, they go all the way back to when the mask first got released. And I actually overhauled this before. I think I'm one of the first ones that started overhauling, just by weird. There you go. Oh, come on, man. Hair's getting all messed up because of the. Give me a second. I'll put it on the table. Get that out of the way. Get this up here. And I'll show it to you. Yeah, I gotta get some. All right, let's do this. Give me a sec. And I'll show it to you. Oops. Maybe show it to you and not away from you. The hair needs to be touched up some. All right. There it is. Yeah, the hair is a little messed up. I got a prop head underneath of that thing. Little styrofoam head. I put some eyes on it. Looks pretty freaky. It's a little distorted because the mask is not adjusted on the head right now, but that's the paint job I did to it. And that was before we really actually even had real good photos of the mask. Like, I don't think I would have put as much brown that's in there now. Like, there's too much brown in the eyes and stuff. Some people like that. I don't. I think there's a little too much brown in the overhaul that I did. But, yeah, that's an overhaul. So, yeah, I just never sold it. I never bothered. I didn't care. I wasn't trying to put those overhauls. I just didn't. I didn't really know that there was going to be a market for overhauling. You know, I never thought of it. Other people sure did. But that's okay. You know, whatever gets the job done. Yeah. I can't wait to get this guy done. All right, so I just wanted to update you guys to what I've been doing and why I haven't been on, because I've been really clean. I put all my pumpkins up here. Oh, on a cool note, these are the carvable pumpkins, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to order another 20 or 30 of them this fall, and I'm going to make like the Halloween 1 and Halloween 2 pumpkin. The Halloween 2 pumpkin, I want it to open up. You know how it opens up in the beginning of the movie? It opens up and reveals a white skeleton head inside of it. Oh, I'm trying to replicate that. And I want it to open real slow, just like it does in the credits. And I'm actually going to time it out with the Halloween theme. And I'm going to try and sell those pumpkins. So there'll be a Halloween music attached to it. And, you know, you can get them on the website once I get them made. I have to get done these masks first. The masks have to be done. Can't do anything about other stuff until this mask stuff's done. Once the masks are done, then I'm going to work on other products and projects. But I'm going to do those pumpkins. Those pumpkins are going to be cool. The Halloween one, I'm going to use flame bulb. I always like to use a flame bulb inside of it because it'll give it that really cool look on the inside of the pumpkin once it's carved. I can get the small flame bulbs now that are ones that are for candle chandeliers and stuff. You know, I'll get some of those and I'll use those inside of it. And yeah, and I'm going to do the same thing with the H2 version, only it's going to have that mask in it and it's going to open up real slow. It's going to open up real slow and reveal the little skeleton head inside of it or something. I might make it out of latex because I want to try to replicate the exact look of the skeleton that's inside the original pumpkin in Halloween 2. That would be really cool. So, yeah, I'm going to start doing the props and stuff. I want to start doing some stuff outside of, like, you know, Michael Myers once I get these masks done. You know, the kills. And then over the winter, I'm going to take my time and I'm going to make my own concept of Michael Myers concept mask of ends, because it looks like they're just sticking with the kills mask, and they just give it a different paint job. You know, a little bit more dirtier, a little bit more bloodier, or whatever. It's going to be a little different, but the sculpt is the same. So that's a good thing because I don't have to change the kills. Once I get done the kills, that'll be the mask. It'll be just a different paint job. And then, if that's the case, and there's no real major changes to the mask, I'm going to make my own ends mask. So, and that's going to be a concept mask. It's pretty cool. And then I may, because I have people asking for it. They ask me all the time. Yeah, you know, I've been kind of thinking about doing like props and stuff, doing some prop work. Like I did a 7-foot Grim Reaper that sits on my back porch. You guys seen that on my videos when I'm out on my back deck. I've done a 7-foot Grim Reaper. I've got different ways of doing that Grim Reaper, and I want to do some floating. You know, it's just different props and stuff I want to do. I also want to do like skeletons, and I'll show you the process with that. I'm going to make my own skeletons, and you know, they're pretty cool. It's going to be spray foam skeletons. So what's really cool about that is they'll be extremely light. There'll be a combination of spray foam and pool noodles. Is how I'm going to make my skeletons, and you can use them for, like, you know, you can use them for anything. You know, you can have them climbing up your house. Now, what's nice about doing the I can customize the sizes. I don't have to stick with like, you know, store-bought ones are only 5 foot tall. You know, it's like everything's a little kid. It's like, no, I want 6-foot skeletons. I want, you know, I want big skeletons, and you know, and I think I'm gonna make like, you'll see. I'm gonna do some cool things this fall. I'm definitely gonna start over this whole winter. I'm gonna do some cool things. So I just want to get past this Michael Myers stuff. Don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan. I'm a huge fan of Michael Myers, but when you're working on this for a solid 2 straight years, you are itching to do something else. You really are. I see this every day. I breathe it every minute. I'm trying to look at every picture. And when you're trying to refine something that you're really trying to make it really close, you're live, eat, and breathe this. And that's I don't care what anybody says. It's hard to stay motivated. You know, it really is, to stay motivated and keep going until you get it right. But I am a perfectionist. That's my curse, but also blessing. Curse because it drives you nuts, but blessing because at least you're producing something nice. You're not putting something out that just doesn't look great. So I'm fighting like hell to try to get back in shape. I'm going to do that all winter. I'm just going to do a lot. I'm going to do a lot of things I want to get done. I really want to keep moving with the this business, and I also want to keep going with my other business. And I'm getting older, so it's not a fun thing trying to keep your motivation going. Your body wants to sleep all the time. The older you get, it's weird, you know. It just that's when you know you're just completely out of shape. You got to get into shape. So, but at the same time, I get up in the middle. Like I'll get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. No matter how hard I try to stay in bed, I'll get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'll try to lay there and stay there, and it just doesn't work. So I get up and I do things. And that's how this room got pretty much cleaned up. And I mean, I'm nowhere near done yet. There's nothing behind the table. Everything's empty behind the here, because I got one red bucket behind the black table here. But the whole floor area is clear. I don't have to worry about. You're Bo Norton. You're not allowed to do video there. You're not allowed to film anything in those conventions. They're really really strict about that. You take your phone out and you start videoing. I don't know exactly what the penalty would be, but I sure as hell don't want my phone confiscated. You know, so I just know that uh, they're really they don't like you taking, especially with the actors. You know, when you got the actors and stuff, you know, they don't want you videoing them unless you're paying for that photograph. So I am gonna meet Dick Warlock finally. I've talked to the man a couple times over the years in a text conversation. It was an email, um, and but I never really got to meet him. And what's really going to be cool is I'm giving him a mask. Uh, I don't know, Bo. I don't know how they're getting away with it. Maybe they ask permission. I don't know. I got to find out. Maybe I can do some. I'm hoping. But I'm going to show you the mask right now. I'm going to hair that in the next couple of days too. I got two masks to hair, and I've got to get them done by the 13th. Um, yeah, I got to get those masks haired by the 13th. Let me see. Let's do this. I got my treadmill out of the way. I got to take all my DJ lights out of here too. Um, so I'm making these. I've got my hair for these. Hold on. And I got to get this stuff out of this dining room. I am not going to work in this dining room ever again. It's going to be cleaned up nice. All right, so. All right, this is the one I'm waiting on shrinking up. It's still soft. Hold on. I'm getting Dick Warlock, the actual smaller version of the mask. I have a large version that I'm going to get signed by him, but this is the H2 paint edition of my Night Creeper 78. Hold on. You know what? Let me empty this stuff out of the head. Because you can't see the shadowing in the eyes. Okay. Let's turn it this way so you can see the light on the face. All right, let me turn that way, and I'll show you guys these paint schemes. This is mine right here, and that's going to be Dick Warlock's once it's haired. It's the H2 paint scheme of the Halloween. Now this is from the original sculpture that I did. This isn't the new retool. You know, the lips are still the old way. Same with my mask here. Oh no, this is the retool. That's right. This is the retool. But that isn't. I just don't have enough time to make him a mask from the retool. But he'll like that one. Believe me, it still looks good. It's just the lips are a little bit different. Not much. Just a little bit. See, he's got the yellowing look. It's aged nicely. Yeah, that's the H2 edition. Everybody asked me about this a couple times. I've had people ask me, see that little check there? Well, the hair, you have to put hair right here, and that hair comes out. That's where it peels off. This is where the sideburns is. They peel that head off, and there was just a little bit of hair left right there in the corner. And yeah, this guy's creepy. He's really good. My brother's mask, I almost have this nailed to the exact look of my brother's, and it's really weathered looking. You see the variations in shades and colors. You can see it all in there. Definitely weathered looking. It's a nice mask. They're really nice masks. They're going to be really cool, and I've got mohair that I'm putting on these. Yeah, very blondish, just like my brother's. Same stuff. I'm putting that on these masks. So as soon as I'm done, I plan on, taking them with me on the 13th. My other two kids are getting the H1 masks. I don't have any finished mask right now because I'm so pushing to try and get that sculpting done. I'm actually going to, once I get these sculptures done and I have the molds all finished, I'm going to produce all these masks at once. I'll start making masks, but I'm only going to do it to order. There won't be anything order only, because you waste a lot of latex. I've had, where sometimes nobody orders at all. And you put 15 masks. I made 15 masks last time, my very first time doing this. And I just overthought. I thought, oh man, I really got something. Guess what? I didn't have nothing. That first mask I made was horrible. And, but I thought it was okay. But like I said, I didn't know how real particular people really were as far as the look. That's definitely a cool mask. That's a really cool mask. It's got a really nice look to it. It's you guys will love it. If you're lucky enough to get one of these, you'll enjoy it, and you'll freak some people out. I have no doubt. The eye cuts, man. The eye cuts and my eyebrow positioning. It's really, really, really tight. They're good. They're close. They're really nice. I've got that right overhang, the right shadowing, the right shape of the eye cut. Yeah, it's a nice mask. Sorry I'm shaking, but I thought I had a stabilizer on this thing. I guess it doesn't stabilize that well. So I'm sitting on the other end of the dining room. Yeah, my wife's like, you got to get that room clean because I'm tired of having all this stuff out here and over there and out front and out back. And I got shit scattered all over the place. And you know what? I agree with her 1,000% because I am so aggravated trying to function with. The biggest problem is you're working with so many different products between stone, paints, all different types of naphtha and solvents. You're working with a lot of stuff, and then even with I got to use a grinder when I separate my molds. There's so many tools. I'm always using a hot air gun, and that's not just for masks. I mean, when you start doing props, there's a lot of tools, man. Pipe Master, yo, bro. What do you think of the paint job Stilt Beast did on your mask? Uh, Wait a minute. Which mask did he? Because he did two different. It's so funny. Bo Norton. When I talked to Alan, right, I sent him a mask. That was my very first mask that I did, and that was the one that I didn't really like. As time went on, I went, "Oh my God, this thing is awful. It's not even close." And it was a representation of the H40 mask, and that was 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, when I made that mask. Well, I said, Alan, I want to thank you so much for helping me and guiding me, because I would ask him 1,000 questions on his channel. Anytime I catch him live, I would ask him 1,000 questions, because I was serious. I really want to make masks. And just like him, I really want to get into my own monster masks. That would be fun. I don't want to do movie prop masks because there's copyrights, and you're limited to how many you can sell per year, the whole 9 yards. And I'm really not too fond of being limited, So if I make my own custom stuff, so let's get to the point here, John. All right. So what happened was, I sent him out a mask. I watched him that night paint it live, and it was so cool. He painted that mask, and then he put it on some sort of barrel dummy that he made, and that was cool. And I said, Alan, what are the chances you sending me that mask and I send you a new mask? Because I love your paint job. All right, it was so cool what he did to it, and he made it real veiny looking, and there was a lot of details to it. So he sent that back to me, and I sent him out another copy, a blank. And now I'm not sure. Are you talking? Did he take that mask and did he do the second one, or are you still talking about the first one, Bowmaster? He's still talking about the first one he did about a year and a half ago. About a year and a half ago, he painted my mask. That was the one that he sent back to me. And he's like, no problem. I'll send you this one. You send me another blank. I said, sure, no problem. I sent him out another blank. It was so cool, Yeah, now as far as what he did to it, I loved how he painted it, but the herring wasn't real good. And it's not because he's not a Michael Myers. He'll tell you that. He's not a Michael Myers guy. He haired it like a human person. Like he didn't put the hair, like he didn't have the hair back like this way. He literally put the hair straight down on the head, just like you would on a normal human being, And it's kind of weird, it was weird. When I saw it, I said, I'll just rehair, because all he did was he used silicone, and silicone will come off the mask. So there is a nice thing about using silicone. If you're a collector, as long as you're not pulling on the hair, you're just letting it go to hell, the silicone's okay, because it's going to hold the hair real nice. But when it comes to, like, if you say, I don't like this hair, I want to get something different on there, the silicone comes off the mask real easy. It does. It comes right off. I had no problem getting the silicone right off. So I took the hair off of that. I didn't tell Alan that, but I don't think he would care, because he knows, and he'll tell you himself, he's not a big Michael Myers fan. But so anyway, let me get to it. I took the hair off. I rehaired it, made it look like the Myers mask. But at that point, I really hated the mask in general, not his paint job. I loved what he did to it, because he just totally made it look like something completely different. It was different anyway, because that original mask was it was nowhere close to being a Michael Myers mask. It was not even warm to Michael Myers. It was just, I used to, at one point I started calling it Uncle Fester, with no hair on it. I said, oh, there's Uncle Fester sitting over in the corner. So, I was mocking in my own work, because it really did irritate me. the more I looked at that, the more I got disgusted with that mask. I still have one mask. I got rid of the master copy. You can't even get a copy of that mask now because that master copy's gone. I destroyed it. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. I really do. But there's some things that I'm still not 100% accurate on. I think the nose needs to be a little bit more accurate. I think the lips and the mouth, the chin line compared to, like, I think the chin, it might be just the position it's at. No, I think the chin's protruding out just a little too far. Like the chin line has to come back just a little bit. It has to be even with the bridge of the nose. That chin, I mean, when I say even, I'm saying like this. Now, position wise, let me do it. Let me do a side. No, I didn't fart. That was my chair making that noise. Okay, so that's how it would sit on your face. And I'm just going to do a profile shot at this so you can get a general idea of what I'm talking about. Hold on. That's how it would sit on your head, like that. All right, so I'm just going to sit back into the chair. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So, no, you know what? The chin is right where it's supposed to be. Yeah, I'm on the money with the profile. The profile's pretty close. Yeah. That's how that mask will sit on your head. Just in that position. Yeah, so that's pretty accurate. That's pretty close. But yeah, let me, so with Alan Hops, so the whole point is I re-haired this mask. My brother sees it and he goes, oh man, I gotta have it, I gotta have it, I gotta have it. So I gave my brother that mask. I didn't care, come on, man. I know it's my first and it was the last. I can't even make that anymore because I literally tore up the master copies. I got rid of them, I tore them up, cut them up into pieces. I have no intentions of making that mask ever again. So, and I always wreck my molds. I always destroy them, and I also destroy the master copies if I'm not going to use them because I don't want, somebody gets a hold of that master copy, shit, they can make their own mask from that if they know how. But just to be on the safe side, I protect my work. But yeah, this is a nice piece. This is going to be a nice mask. It's going to really, really be scary. And I think people will enjoy this. This is the H2 edition. Now you can see the white that's behind here compared to what the actual color is. It's got a grayish, I call it moon dust. It's got a moon dust look to it with a little bit of yellowing. And we got some rain coming down, hitting my roof. Let's go out back a sec, guys. See what's going on. Maybe we got a storm brewing. Yeah, this mask, for whatever reason, it just, the large mask looks better than the small version. I don't know why. It just gives it that really, I think it's just a wide look of it. I don't know. They're identical. I think I just stuffed this to fix the shape of the head. It's been stuffed for like 3 or 4 days. So let's see what's going on out here. Oh man. It's really coming down out here. That might even be, sounds like hail. Yeah, it does. It sounds a little like hail. So, oh man, what a nice breeze. Oh, it feels so good out here. So here's the plan in September. I've got, at the end of September, this whole deck, I'm ripping this all off the house. Now these are separated. These posts here that are holding up the roof, they're not attached to this deck. Thank God I didn't do that. I made sure that the deck stood on its own because I didn't want the added weight on those pillars. The deck was never level. The person that put it in didn't do such a great job, and he didn't level it right. I mean, literally from this post out to that post is probably about 16 feet, and it drops 2 inches from that point to all the way down the other end. And that's 2 inch drop, man. That's a big drop off. It feels like you're going downhill. So I've decided to not fix the deck. I'm tearing off the wood and we're putting a concrete slab down all the way around, and I'll have steps right here coming off of my doorstep. I'll have steps, but I'm going to put a concrete slab down here. This will all be gardened. This will be ripped away, and the window, and I'll have just a flower bed over here, and I'm going to put a fire pit right over here, a nice big one. So this is all going to take place in October, through September and October, and that's another project I got going on. There's a lot going on here at this house, and concrete's a lot cheaper. If I fix this deck, I'm probably looking at $15,000. I'm not going to waste my money on that. I'm getting too old to be doing the maintenance on this deck. I'm like, you know what? It's going to end up being my daughter's problem or whoever else owns the house at that point. So I'm going to get rid of the deck altogether, put a concrete pad down professionally, not me, and do this right and make it look nice. And I'm going to put a tent out there for painting if I have to do anything, because I don't want to be on this. Once this is done, I won't be working out here anymore. I'll be strictly working out on. I'll have a tent outside, out in the back, doing painting and anything like that. Anything that can cause. I don't want the concrete getting messed up. Now I can do latex on concrete because latex and concrete, they do not stick at all. You could pour 5 gallons onto this whole thing, and it'll peel up. As soon as it dries, it'll peel up like a banana. Peel off like a banana. Won't stick at all. That's why the molds, when I do the stone molds, they're made out of stone, because latex doesn't stick to stone. So I can do the latexing out here. I just can't do, I don't want it all cluttered up. I'm going to put a nice flat griddle out here. And because I'm going to be a lot lower from the ceiling now, I'll be able to cook on a flat top griddle. I'm going to put one out here for vegetables, and it'll be really nice, especially in the summertime. I'll be able to make a nice do omelets and fresh vegetables and seafood, and just saute it right on the flat griddle. Always wanted to get one, and I'm going to get one now. So, but I got to get this concrete done first. That'll be real nice. Be able to make some nice meals and healthy meals and fast. The same kind of griddle that's in. I'm trying to think of the Japanese place. Everybody, they do that. They do the fancy Japanese. It's a flat griddle. You know what I'm talking about. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm also going to put a wok out here. I can't use noodles. Because I'm diabetic, so I don't eat rice and I don't eat noodles. But I love the vegetable blends and stuff. Make a real nice vegetable with some shrimp. Use the peanut oils and stuff like that. I really love the flavoring in Asian food. Really do. Always have, but just can't have the noodles, the starches and stuff. So no biggie. Anyway, guys, I've talked enough. Yeah, I think Bo Norton, I don't know if it's spot on. It may look great to you, but there's still things that I can see that are kind of like, I'll tell you, I think of all the things, the most difficult area for me has been the nose and the chin area. The eyes, I've got them memorized. I know what they look like. Or what are you saying here? Pipe Master. Now, as much as I kind of agree with you, but like I can go with the artificial deck boards. I priced all that stuff, man. It's just way too out. I don't want to spend $20,000 on a deck. I just don't. Now these are all 2x12s. Underneath of this deck can hold a pool. I mean, it's all 2x12s. It's not 2x10s or 2x8s. It's 2x12s under here supporting this. So, I mean, it could be supported, but the problem is the guy that put this on here, he never put any footings down. He just put, I'll go one step worse. All he did with all this weight on the end here from this post down over, he built on this addition, but he didn't add no footing. He just put cinder blocks. He put all that weight on cinder blocks, and you wonder why it's sinking, right? Unbelievable. I didn't know. I didn't know too much about building anything at that point. I was very young when this was done, and I mean, this was 25 years ago when this was done, and I will never. I mean, I've learned a lot. I know now. When I know what I know what I'm looking at, and I can tell you to put the artificial board. I can't remember what they're called. They're Tex, something. I forget what the hell they're called. But those boards, they're expensive, man. They're real expensive. And I don't want to replace the deck boards. Actually, the only deck boards that have to be replaced are from like here, from here over. So we did a 45 on these, and from here over is all old. This is all new deck boards. I actually made the bench because there's another issue over on the other side, right in that corner, right like almost right underneath of that bench. I got my propane tank, so I can't put concrete in that corner. I'm waiting for the company to come out here. It's a 500-gallon tank that's buried in the ground. And I got to make sure that the tank is not covered in concrete. So whatever we do, we put stone there or something, that's what I'll do. And I'll put a big fake rock right over top of the tank so you can't see it. It'll look good. I know what I'm going to do, the layout here. I really want to be ground level. There's a couple reasons why I want the deck to be ground level too. Is I want, lightning. I like it. Man, it's been a while since we've had a nice storm. I haven't heard any thunder though. Keep seeing flashes of lightning. It's cooled down quite a bit. Really cool. But getting back to the deck, putting that flat griddle on this deck at this height, I can't do it because the ceiling would, catch fire. I don't want that. I don't want that heat getting up there. And I also want to enclose this. I'm probably going to put screening all around this. This will be a door here to come onto the deck from the side of the house. And this will be probably a steps going down this way. Well, there won't be any because it'll be concrete. Won't need steps. Yeah, concrete will be like right here, even with this post, straight out to the end, right alongside of me here. And all this will be nice. It'll be, I'll put, because it's undercover, this area here, so it's going to be in almost complete shade all the time. So whatever plants I put there are going to be all shade. I might even put a little garden right there, for herbs and stuff. We'll see. But I want the concrete because I actually like concrete. My uncle had concrete, and it's really nice for a pad, especially when you make it nice and smooth. See this section here? We had to cut this out. There was a big 16. You see those steps? See they're leaning up against this post right there behind that saw. There's a, well, that used to be right there. It used to go along this whole thing right here. This section's all cut out, 16. It's literally 16 by, I think, 16 by 16 section that we had to take out because right there was the old septic bed. And we pushed the septic bed out there now. So the septic bed's in the ground out there. I can recover that, but I'm like, you know what, the hell with that. Put the concrete here, and then I'll put a nice, I'll put some gravel or even maybe a cobblestone or something right over here, and I'll have a fire pit in the middle. Make it nice. I'll make it nice. Yes, sir, we got some lightning. Love it. I got a trailer. Anybody want? Back there, just got to take over the payments. I don't want it no more. I'm never going to use that thing. I got a 30. It's like, I think, what is it? 32 footer. It's got the bathrooms, got it all. We bought it brand new back in 2011. And never used it. Never been used. My son was supposed to move into it. He was supposed to go to college in Florida. And that turned out to be a scam of a school, so to speak. It was, what the hell was the name of the school? Full Sail in Florida. And Full Sail, it's like, apparently the credits were only good within the tri-state area. So in other words, it was Florida, Georgia, and, what was the other state? Right there, Louisiana. That was the only place in the entire country that those credits were any good. So anybody that goes to Full Sail, the only chance they have of getting a job is they have to go from Full Sail and go work for Disney. So it was like my son was like, I'm not doing that. I don't want to be working for them. That's not. I want to go all over the world. He wanted to travel. Right now he's in Connecticut. Guess where he works? As a computer analyst. I'm not sure exactly what his title is. I should know that, right? But he helps students and fixes computers. But he's working at Yale, and he's doing real good. He's in Connecticut right now, and he's doing real good up there. Makes a lot of money, and he's doing real good. I'm proud of my son. Really proud of him. He's a smart kid. Love him to death, man. Hate to see him go, but I also want him to achieve. You can't stay home forever. And not that he wanted to, but, a lot of these kids today are having a hard time. Real hard times. Very hard to make a living out there. And guess what? He didn't go to college. He went to college. He got some credits, but he never really, he got his hands dirty more than anything else. He learned more on his own than he did through schooling. Yeah, we're getting lightning. You guys, I don't know if you can see the flashing. But anyway, who else is on with me here? Okay, but I could do composite decking. That's what I have. Very low maintenance. Pretty same maintenance as concrete. Light power wash every so often. I'm not sure what you mean, Pipe Master. We'll talk. Maybe you're talking about, I don't know if you're talking about the boards. I don't know. Composite decking. That wind's kicking over here. All right, guys, I am going to say goodnight. I just wanted to update you, just tell you what I was doing. And I was going to sculpt tonight, but I was still working on that room. I still want to try and get everything done, clean it up, get it done. I really wanted my treadmill cleared off, and I finally got that done. So now I'll be able to use my treadmill. So I've been on for exactly an hour, and I think that's a long enough update. So peace. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. You know, do all the things you need to do. If your notifications stop, yeah. Thanks, Bo Norton. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out for the last hour. I'm just bullshitting. Is all I'm doing. So anyway, guys, you guys have a great night. All right, peace. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm gonna definitely do some streaming tomorrow. Okay. All right. Good night.